Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. So today I wanted to work on doing the new wizard blimp with dragons. I keep hearing how overpowered it is. I'm sure this is going to be on everybody's YouTube channel, but um, yeah. So I took it to Legend League, right? Had some success, had some failure. Thought I'd share with you my thoughts. The most important thing when you're gonna invest your blimp and 5 spell space into anything is that you have to get the value. So I'm blimping the place I think gets me the most value. Took a risk on this raid and went for the town hall and got it, so that was kind of nice. But um when I first started doing this in the day, I was trying to blimp for pathing. That's not necessarily the best thing to do, at least in my experience. Again, I've only done this one day, so there's a lot of testing that needs to be done. But yeah, I think that the wizard blimp is so powerful that if you could get it on, especially on ring bases like this, into the core, you're gonna get a ton of the base down. I saw something on Twitter where somebody took out the entire core of a base with his wizard blimp. So anyway, yeah, so Blimp in, got the town hall, and now it's just dragons to clean up the outside. And I never would have went for the town hall before. I probably would have went for the scatter over here with the queen, or maybe the scatter over here with the royal champion. Just whatever looked like there was less giant bombs, because if you look, there are all those buildings, no gaps, no giant bomb gaps. And I'm always afraid when I do the wizard blimp, I'm thinking to myself, if I run into a giant bomb or a double giant bomb, I'm in a lot of trouble. But yeah, when I saw that eagle that it could be chained, I could chain to the town hall. I couldn't pass it up. So I took the risk. It paid off, and the space suffers for it for sure. That core there was pretty rough. I'm fortunate that I had those free spells. Also fortunate because this raid's still gonna get very close. I guess I need to work on my dragon game a bit, but yeah, it's gonna get very, very close here. But we do manage to pull in a triple on this one, and again, just testing the blimps and trying to see how far I could get into the base. Alright, let's take a look at another raid. So here we have something where I'm thinking to myself, man, everything is 2 tiles apart. Like, I'm not going to get any value from my wizards on this base, so I'm just going to go for the scatter shot and see if we can't get the RC as well. So here we go. I'm going to zoom in a little. Another thing is, when I'm doing this, I'm trying to pop my blimp in a place where I can use the invisibility spell, but not use it and make the key defense invisible as well. Like in this raid, I made the scatter shot invisible as well, so they skipped it on the first volley, and that wasn't necessarily what I wanted. And I think that there could be times when, if that happens, it could be the downfall of the raid, and you definitely don't want that, right? So I think you need to be really strategic on where you pop your blimp, so that when you use the invisibility spell, you're chaining the right buildings with your wizards. I think that that's something to consider. So anyways, the way I do the dragons, I like to have the heroes for the funnel. I know a lot of people like to have the heroes to Sui to create the funnel before putting the dragons, but I like having them wrap around the base with the dragons. It's just the way that I've been used to doing it, I guess. But yeah, so this base, once the dragons got into that core, it was in a lot of trouble because all this stuff is walkable back here, and I've got all the heroes alive. So yeah, let's go ahead and times 4 this. It's just cleanup. This is just dragons. It's nothing fancy. Basically, I'm just replacing the drag clone army, replacing the clone and the E-drag with wizards and invisibility spells. So alright, let's go on to the next raid. Okay, so here we have a ring base. Usually I like to hit ring bases like this with 2 clone spells. Obviously we don't have that, so I decided to go after this scatter just to cut the ring and get the sweeper. That way I can come in behind this sweeper, come in at this angle. So here we go. We got the, see again, I made the scatter shot invisible, and I I think there's going to be a time when that's really going to hurt me. And that invisible spell on the air defense there was a mistake as well. But we got a nice funnel cut, and we got a ton of value. I mean, it's pretty decent value for what we're using. And we're just going to send the dragons in over here, and then the heroes in to cut the funnel. And I send the RC on the back end, I believe. Yeah, I send the RC on the back end. And that's just to get this air defense down and also cut the dragons off to force them into the town hall. So, it's important. If you don't do that, the drags are never going to the town hall, or it's just a roll of the dice on whether they get there or not. I'm still finding myself a lot of the time coming down to the wire where I have just a hero or two left and kind of working my way through the base. I guess this one I had a little more than that, but yeah. All right, let's take a look at another raid. Also, I'm getting a lot of time fails, like this 98% you're seeing there. I'm getting a lot of time fails. Okay. I believe I blimped this. No. Yeah, I think I blimped right here. Let's see. No, I blimped the town hall. I definitely blimped the town hall. All right, so it's really important here. I was really focused on not making the town hall invisible. There we go. And they're going to basically one-shot it, two-shot it. And I'm going to have an invisibility spell left. Do I use it again? I don't think I do. I do something kind of dumb here, though. I put this E-Drag in range of this air defense. I thought if I put him there, because, like, look, he's not really in it, is he? I guess he is barely touching it. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to send all the balloons in. We are going to fight this sweeper just a little bit, but the heroes being able to come in and clear all this out and force the drags into the core is going to be what takes down this base. But here we go. I tomed, rage, freeze for that sweeper. I really want that multi-target inferno down. Here we go. Freeze for the RC and the scatter up there. We're just working our way through. Gonna ×4 this. RC goes down. And again, we got the king, the queen, and a couple of dragons. Looking back at this, it seems like that's kind of how a lot of these raids go. Couple drags, king, queen. Still up at the end. All right, let's look at another raid. Okay. So, where do I decide to blimp on this one? Probably coming to here, if I had to guess. Gonna go for that royal champ. Maybe blimp through this. Yeah, here we go. Sending quite a few balloons because I absolutely do not want to fail my blimp. Let's see how I do on this clone, or the invis placement. Oh, I decide to go past. I make the single target inferno invisible. That is, God, why? Yeah, see, I really think it's important to not do that. Although we don't suffer here either, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. And with a base like this, you do get a nice funnel from that. But I think if I continue to try this blimp, I'm really going to focus on being very strategic about placing, or when I pop my blimp, and where to place the invisibility spell. And I think I'm going to zoom in more because I don't really zoom in that much, and they're really hard to see which way they're going, especially because I take barbs with them in the blimp. And sometimes the troops just seem like they're scattering all over the place. It's hard to keep track of. So I think maybe just change the technique and the way that I do it if I keep trying the strat in the future. But yeah, overall, my thoughts, I did try to what it's like if you use the Electro Dragon with the 3 invisibility spells, kind of like you do with the clone, right? You clone the balloons and then the E-Drag with the rage chains everything, because the wizard is basically a ground E-Dragon, the same mechanic. The thing is with the Electro Dragon is, one, it's a lot slower to shoot, and it's only one troop, so you're only getting one chain. Whereas the wizards, they split off a little bit, usually into 2 groups, and they get chains going in 2 different directions, and they shoot a little faster. So you just get so much more value for the same investment of the blimp and the spells. So Yeah, my thoughts are it's super overpowered right now. Not overpowered, I think it's super powerful. It's really easy to counter, so you're going to see a lot of people who try to do the wizard blimp and get absolutely dog walked by a bait. So um, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing some of those fails. I'll probably be one of those people that fails it. But, anyways, just sharing some replays and my thoughts. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you're enjoying the new update. And I will see you in the next one.